fire suppression systems require some kind of action to undergo their intended purpose, whether it to be trigger an alarm or release a clean suppression agent. Passive fire protection is often forgotten but equally as important and must be combined with active fire protection systems for full fire protection. Passive fire protection systems are those systems put in place within the structure of the building and require no human interaction to do what they were intended to do. Why do we need fire protection systems? Not only fire dangerous, but they can cause severe damage which can lead to downtime and costly repairs. The best way to protect your business from fire, reduce potential damage to the building and its contents, and keep occupants safe is by investing in a fire protection system. These are common examples of fire protection systems. First, wet fire sprinkler systems employs automatic sprinklers attached to a piping system connected to a water supply. The water discharges immediately from sprinklers opened by a fire. Only those sprinklers which have been operated by heat over the fire will discharge water. Next, dry pipe systems employs automatic sprinklers attached to a piping system containing air or nitrogen under pressure. When released, the water flows into the piping system and discharges only from those sprinklers which have been operated by the fire. Dry pipe systems are installed in lieu or wet pipe systems where piping is subject to freezing. Next, special hazard fire protection systems are designed to detect and extinguish fires in locations where standard suppression systems are not appropriate or adequate. Next, dry chemical fire suppression systems. Pressured dry chemicals used in conjunction with the proper detection system can extinguish a fire before it becomes detectable to the eye, thus protecting resources from damage and businesses from any major interruptions. Next, gaseous fire suppression systems. Carbon dioxide is a clean and non-flammable gas that is commonly used as a fire extinguishing agent for areas that are not typically occupied by people. CO2 efficiently and effectively extinguish fires without leaving any toxic or liquid residue that might damage property or equipment. Lastly, foam fire suppression systems are effective for rapidly controlling and extinguishing flammable liquid fires. Fire protection and life safety systems include building exit systems, fire alarm systems, and fire suppression systems. Fire prevention codes specify the proper maintenance and repair of these systems. Fire protection involves the installation and use of structural and operational systems to minimize the impact of fire on people and property. Fire protection systems fall into two main categories: passive fire protection and active fire protection. Walls and doors. A typical compartmentation system uses fire-rated walls and associated fire doors to contain a fire. The goal of fire-rated walls is to prevent the horizontal passage of fire. The fire rating of the wall can vary from 20 minutes to 4 hours and can be calculated for a fire exposure on one or both sides of the wall. Floors and ceilings. Another form of compartmentation is a fire-resistant rated floor and ceiling assembly, which creates a horizontal barrier to prevent the spread of fire from one floor to the next. It might consist of a concrete or protected steel floor slab, a fire-rated ceiling system, or combinations of those components. As with fire-rated walls, fire-rated floors and ceilings should have the fewest possible penetrations. If penetrations occur, they must be constructed to the same rating as the floor or ceiling they pass through. The most important thing to remember about compartmentation is that it does not work if the wall, floor, or ceiling has an unprotected opening in it through which fire and smoke can spread. Managers must be sure penetrations through fire-rated barriers are kept to a minimum.